Does your wife have any male friends, Dan? Wait,
Like,
is your wife
no.
allowed to have a cell phone?
Stop.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
curious.
My wife has a lot of coworkers that are
One
men.
friendship with that.
I was just
No,
checking.
I said
I was just checking.
like ones that's just her friend and not mine. No, but we have like tons of friends that are couples that are involved typically with a man and a woman, and we're friends with both.
Oh, like me and
Yes.
Melina. You guys are friends with us. We're like
Sure.
couples friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Couples friends are rough though. It's really hard to find a whole other couple where like that you're limited to just each other, that both parties get along really well. Like usually whenever you try to, I don't know if you've had this experience, but when like Nick and I try to find couple friends, it'll be like the like husband will like be really fun and we'll both kind of like jive, or like the wife will be really cool and we'll both kind of jive, but like the like other partner's like kind of left out and doesn't click as much with the group and stuff. I find couple friends is actually like pretty difficult to like find two
not with
other
us.
people that match super well.
Me and Melina get along super well with Dan's wife and his life, and we have a grand time every time we go out. It's amazing. I'll tell you some of those stories in a year or two, guys. It's pretty wild.
I don't know what's happening.
But final question I have on this topic: what is your guys' policy for devices? Are you allowed to go through your partner's messages at any time, or how do you feel about that?
Oh.
Do you ever?
In my relationship, our phones are pretty open. The only thing is like there's like certain stuff that we keep private as far as like diary.
Ja, schon wieder
Like,
fast
like
Nachrichten,
if
ja.
you're emotionally processing
Immer
by
das
yourself,
Gleiche.
there's probably a reason. So like on
Das-
my husband's phone, his notes section is where he'll like write down his thoughts and stuff.
Mhm.
So that's an area where like we keep it private, but that's because like you need some privacy and you should like negotiate it. But other than that, like basically everything. And I'm sure like if I really push and I was like, I need to see your notes, he'd probably let me. It's just at this point, because of like, we've also been separated. So this is like a whole negotiated thing. I really understand what the purpose of his notes is. And we can check each other's phones. We're very, very chill with that.
Wow. What about you, Dan?
Yeah.
Did your wife go through your messages ever?
I'll be right back.
I don't think we ever go through each other shit like that, but she's like, she'll use my phone if she's doing something. It's not like, oh, hold on, let me go and delete these. I don't know. I never felt the need to go through it like that, so I've never done that. I don't know if she's done it. Probably because I'm kind of a giga.
That's John Peterson.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but that's fine. She could keep doing it. That's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, she just left. We can't do calls, so we're waiting for her to come back.
Good.
Do you have a camera cover?
Yep.
Wait, do you want to just cover your camera and say nothing and see what she says?
Sure.
Guys, I have wireless headsets. I can literally hear you.
God
the
damn it.
time.
So stupid.
Okay, well, anyway,
That was cute. It was a cute
No,
little prank.
shut
Should I
up.
have acted surprised?
no, okay. On the second thing,
Tee-hee.
okay, well, let's
Anyway,
zip.
I have a hypothetical.
Yeah, what's your
question I
hypothetical?
prepared for cheating. Okay. So this is something I heard a relationship counselor or whatever speaking about. I think it was Jordan Peterson brought up this hypothetical.
Wow.
So you've got a hypothetical situation. You have already cheated. It was a fuck up. You know it's never going to happen again. You've done everything personally that you need to do to ensure that. So this is the vacuum. You know that it's never going to happen again. Do you tell your partner? Because if you tell your partner, it's only going to do damage to your relationship, but it's honest. And again, in this hypothetical, you've assumed it will never, ever happen again.
The answer to that would be no. The only reason that you tell the other person is to make yourself feel better, and it makes the other person feel worse. That's it. There is nothing else to do it. Honesty means nothing. You're gonna fuck everything up. You know it's not gonna happen again, and the only reason that you want to tell that person is so that you can go and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry I did this. Do you forgive me?" And like that makes the other person feel like shit, makes them feel worthless, etc. And yeah, no, fuck it. You cheated. You fucking deal with that for the rest of your life. That's your punishment. You want to cheat? You can go the rest of your life and fucking, think about it every day for the rest of your marriage that you fucked around. And
Okay,
Den Destiny hier
Dan's
ist
answer might be
absurd.
right, but it's just for the wrongest reason.
Der ist immer noch auf
okay?
Twitch gewandert.
If you're telling your partner you're cheating, it's not to make yourself feel better.
Ja,
I don't
nicht,
think
dass
it
der
feels
entbannt
good.
wird.
you're
Ja,
completely
Moritz.
delusional.
Yeah.
If you want to tell them, oh, I feel so much better. I was
Okay,
doing this
stop. Hold
secret."
on. Let me explain.
Never do
I
it
need
again.
no. Hold on. I need to explain why Dan is wrong because he's applying the general understanding of apologies to this specific situation because he doesn't understand why it doesn't work. Okay.
Oh, inform me.
Yeah, I will. usually when you apologize to somebody, usually that apology doesn't carry any consequences. So it's just done to make yourself feel better. You go up to somebody like, oh my God, when I said that mean thing to you, bro, I'm so sorry. When I said that mean thing, I'm so like, that was such a bad thing, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is why apologies are worthless. This is why when you apologize, at least in the Catholic Church, to God, just the confession doesn't matter. The other part of that, I believe, is called penance. It's arguably the most important part. You have to go and do an act of service to show God that you were actually sorry for what you've done. When we talk about apologizing to a partner for cheating, the apology part is easy, but the difficult part afterwards is you don't know what they're going to do. And when you apologize to somebody for cheating, what you're really doing is admitting you cheated, which means that you're giving them the opportunity to end the relationship, which is a scary part for you to be in if you don't want the relationship to end. So just telling somebody that you cheated is not something you do for yourself. If anything, you're doing it for them because you're giving them the agency to make a decision based on what's happened in the relationship about how they want to go forward.
Yeah, but we're in a vacuum, and whatever.
We're
I
in the
disagree.
vacuum, right? So you're in the vacuum. Let's assume that they'll never find out. You can keep it from them the rest of your life, and you know that you're never going to do it again. And let's also assume your relationship in every other way is an excellent relationship.
Here's
right? So you know that if you tell them you're going to just do harm, it's going to probably blow up your relationship and make everything worse. And so this is the one. I'm not actually on Dan's side either. I'm giving the hypothetical because I have no idea where to fall on this because I can see such good reasons for both answers.
No, there's a really easy answer to this, I think. No, there's not. Fuck. I was going to say you should do whatever you want your partner to do. If your partner cheated on you, and
you would, of course, want to know.
If that's the case, then you should tell them.
That they would want to know. That's the issue.
Yeah, but everyone wants to know. But
well, do they?
It's not that simple.
Well, do they
yeah, they
know?
do. Yeah, they do. So. No, they do.
I don't know. Sometimes
I almost guarantee you that Nick probably wouldn't want to know in this situation, and
he would.
I would.
He would.
I don't think so.
He would.
Here's a question. This is in the same vein, but a little trickier. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. You exist in a community. Let's say.
I do.
Wait, so you would want to know. That's what you're saying, Dan. You'd want to know if she cheated?
I
would want to know.
Okay. Let's say that you could flip a switch, and all of a sudden you're like Kira from Death Note. You can see, of all the men that you interact with, every single person your wife has had a sexual relationship. Would you want to know that?
Like what, in the room with me or something?
Just like wherever you're at. Like you could tell, like, oh, she was with this guy, or oh, she was with that guy. You would know instantly. Like maybe you have a mutual friend, maybe you have an old friend of yourself, and all of a sudden you can see like anybody, like, oh shit, she had a. Would you want to know all of that, or would you rather just not know and not care and just interact with people not knowing?
I mean, that would. Sorry, I'm trying to understand where you're going. For me, that would be useless. You know, she grew up in.
Okay,
Russia,
engage with the fucking hypothetical that you didn't, fucking enslave her from Eastern Europe as a sex slave to fucking marry you for a green card, okay?
Okay.
It's a normal relationship. Because here's the thing that some people don't know, okay? Or here's the thing that bothers some people. Sometimes people, they find out that their significant other has a friend, and that friend is totally fine. They read messages, everybody gets along, they're chill, blah, 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 blah. And then like 5 years later, a friend of a friend gets drunk, and then they found out my significant other fucked that person in high school or college. And now there's a huge problem, even though nothing has really changed or whatever. So I'm thinking in those situations, would it be better to just not know at all? Or is all the information really good? Because sometimes people find out things like that, it fucks with their head a lot. And they're like, fuck. Or even, to even go more fundamental, like that question of like, should a girl tell a guy her real number, right? Some guy might be totally in love with a girl, loves her, everything's great, great, great. Or past sexual experiences, right? Everything's great. And then, you get drunk, you're like, oh, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? And she's like, oh, well, one time, I had a gangbang with 4 dudes. And then the guy's like, I can never see you the same again. I'm breaking up with you. And it's like, wait, did you just nuke a good relationship for no reason? So I'm just kind of curious, all in the vein of like, is all the information good? Do you want all the information? Do you truly want it all, or?
You think you do. Like, I mean, going back to the example of the whole cheating thing, like, I was thinking about it. Like, I would want to know if my wife cheated on me, but I would also just prefer to continue going through life as I am right now, not thinking about it, assuming that she hasn't. Does that make sense? Like,
no.
Yeah, this is the answer I would give basically. I think most humans are curious enough that like when we're given this hypothetical, we want to know, but probably our lives would be better if we didn't know and if we desired that. Like that, I think that's kind of what I'm like. I know that I'd want to know, and I also know that my life is worse for that propensity to some degree. Like my desire, my like insatiable curiosity and like wanting to have all the information and stuff probably also makes my life worse because there's an element of like control in like wanting to know, right? My life would probably be better if my predisposition said, fuck it, If my relationship can be happy, I'd be better off knowing. That's probably the healthier orientation to have, but that's not my personality at this point.
It's very much like a counterintuitive type of thing, but like right now, the way I exist right now is I feel and I know with like 100% certainty that my wife hasn't been with someone else while we've been together, right? That's what I feel and that's what I know right now. But if you ask me, hey, what?
Kelly, what are you joining this for? We're in an official show. Yeah, go. You got.
I gotta say something real quick.
Go. What do you want?
HIV can take up to 3 months to show up, so tell your partners if you fucking cheat on them.
Okay, hold on. Firstly, if it was going to be any STD, it's going to be herpes, HSV, not HIV. The chances of you getting HIV from cheating in straight sex is like fucking astronomically low. Okay, but that is true. True. Okay, yeah. STDs are a compounding factor. That is.
Got that song. It's like the Egyptian tongue.
Just stop it. Okay.
What the fuck?
Brad Loop. What do you want? I'm sorry. Hold on. Brad, welcome to the call today.
Caller?
Yeah.
Can we judge you a little bit by your avatar though? Like I feel like I already know so much about. Well, I mean, you know, they say don't judge a book by the cover, but like we all do anyways.
This is the break that Brad would like to apply in your relationship with him, Dan. For insurance purposes, he would like to not tell you. It would be better if you didn't know. If you didn't know what you thought about his avatar.
There you go.
Okay.
So I know you're not biased.
Okay, what do you got for us today?
All right.
Well, you guys kind of hit on it a little bit with your little Kira vision hypothetical. It was something related with like, if you have an ex you still interact with, do you have should you tell your partner about it, and if so, like why?
Du willst nicht spielen, ne?
Detail, like,
Johannes, schreib mich doch nicht gleich immer.
answer that question, and I can
30 Minuten her? Ne?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about this
Ich hab doch
ex.
gesagt,
How
wir
long did you
können,
date?
wenn du
How
das
long were you...
möchtest.
Wait, real quick. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your age?
Oh, wow.
Age, sex, location. Let's do it 90s style. Go ahead.
ASL.
I'm male. I live northeast. I'm 26 years old.
Neat status.
Hello? What is it?
Neat
Neat.
status.
Are you employed, working, school?
Oh, I'm working. I work in big tech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A little bit about me. I'm kind of a nerd. Spend way too much time online. I like video games, anime, etc. I have a lot of other hobbies related to cosplay and things like that. So that kind of leans into. I can like segue towards the situation I'm dealing with, if that's okay.
Okay, go for it. Wait, tell us real quick about your ex. When did you date? How long? What happened? Why did you break up?
Yeah, all right. My ex, we dated for like a little less than a year. We met through one of my hobbies, which was like an anime group. The relationship started off okay. We kind of hit it off immediately, but then we kind of met. She was on some like abusive bullshit, and she ended up breaking up with me because I got more controlling personally. I think I just had boundaries, especially with like sleeping over in places and
So
like
sorry,
that,
when you say she was on abusive bullshit, do you mean that she was saying that you were being abusive, or she was being abusive to you? What does that mean?
I would say, in my opinion, that she was a little bit abusive, very cold whenever I kind of expressed things to her. There were certain like boundaries which I didn't explicitly make, but I felt like it was kind of assumed.
Okay, wait, real quick, because
like,
this is because we care about you, okay? And this is we're trying to do some real ass shit. We need some deets. When you say there are boundaries that you assumed, what the fuck does that mean? Like she wasn't allowed to talk to other men, or she wasn't allowed to like fuck other people? Like what is the assumed boundary? Because there's like that could mean a million different things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally not on some like fucking like Andrew Tate bullshit. Like,
well, listen.
Like, hey,
everybody's all crazy people present as sane until you realize they're crazy. So talk to me. What was? Give us an example of like what's like one boundary that you assumed was a boundary and they broke it or something.
Like if you have the choice between staying over the night at one of your male friends' place or my place, if it's like the distance is like a 20-minute walk, you should probably choose my place.
She was staying the night over at guy friends' places?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. It's a little weird, but...
Yeah. Also, like when we would hang out, she was like a little distant, stuff like that. there's a lot of nuance to these types of things. Do you want more details or?
How'd you guys break up? Let's get to the
Let's
breakup.
get to that.
Oh, okay. So there was another. So she would do that, and there was one point where, okay, I'll be honest. We spent there was like an event, anime related event at this guy's place, and after everything was done, I thought she would come over to my place because like it was 20-minute walk, obvious stuff. As in shit.
Sagte Johannes, Anime-Events sind
And
ziemlich
she
gefährlich.
decided, like she said, like she was tired and she wanted to stay there, and I was like,
Anime-Events
"Fuck?"
sind ziemlich
And I
gefährlich,
kinda
sag ich.
blew up on her, said like, said some
Kommt's dazu?
possessive stuff, and she was
Guckst du nicht mehr
taking
den komischen
that.
Destiny?
A few weeks later, even though I apologized, I explained what I did wrong.
Wait, real quick. Can you give me real
Yeah.
quick? How old are you guys when you're dating here? Like 24, 25, 23, what?
I was 23, fresh out of college. She was like 21 or so I was a little older.
Okay. And she's getting tired and staying the night at guys' houses? Are these like in the context of like 10 or 20 people hanging out at a house, or is this just her and another person?
Pick
It
Draven
was
if
around
open.
7 people, 3 people were staying over.
Okay.
Draven
Seems a little bit, but all right.
Die wird niemals mehr aufhören.
But I feel like still, if it's a 20-minute walk, as a respect.
Okay, hold on. I'm just making a lot of assumptions and then asking questions. You can tell me what's right or wrong, okay?
Sure.
Were you guys in conflict often where you were kind of hanging around with nothing to do and she had the opportunity to like go eat with a friend or go do something, and you're kind of getting thoughts in your head of like, why are you going out to eat with this friend when like you know that I'm available now? Or like, why are you getting coffee with this person when you know that like you could have called me to wake me up and I would have been able? Like, were these things that were like popping up a lot, or do you not think so? Or
No, we weren't having any issues like that. Like I'm perfectly okay with like having a girl who has her own shit going on.
Mhm.
I think there was only certain situations, choice situations, where it's like, okay, you should probably stick with me. Like if she has her own friends, she likes to go on her events alone. Like that's perfectly acceptable. She's a human being.
so this thing only came up when it came time to like who's sleeping, like her sleeping over at houses or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Were you ever invited to like any of these
Houses,
party
yeah.
things, or?
Hey,
Oh,
Asio.
So yeah, definitely. You either A, I was invited, or B, like I set them up. So
Wait, wait, then why weren't you over at any of these sleepovers? Yeah.
so I'm sorry if I didn't explain this properly. So what would happen is we have an event at someone's place,
Boah, das sind
and
Bergos.
then like it would be like a party or a showing for a new anime, things of that nature. And then after it would be like maybe 11, 12 a.m. And then like you can either like stay at the person's place or like go somewhere else, go home.
Mhm.
And she decided to not go home with me. Yeah. Also,
Oh
this is
wait,
not,
did you
yeah.
go home, or did you have the option to stay as
yeah.
well?
I did have the option to stay as well.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is a lot
But
different. I'm
also-
understanding more now. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I'm trying to because
Yeah.
initially, as you present it, it almost sounds like she has the opportunity to spend the night with a guy, or just like take like a 20-minute walk to your place, and she's doing that. And it's like, well, that sounds really shitty. But now it sounds like what's happening is, not to say that anything's right or wrong. I'm just figuring out. So you guys are kind of like all hanging out. There's like a party going on at somebody's house, or like a get together, whatever. And then as the night winds down, some people can kind of sleep over and hang out. Other people can go home. You wanted to go home with her, but she was like, oh, I'm kind of having fun here. Like I want to just like sleep over and hang out, basically.
No, like sleepover. I mean, like it wouldn't be hanging out. It'd literally just be sleeping.
Sure.
But you were there first. You left and she stayed.
Yeah.
What would she say when you would say like, "Hey, can we like go back to my place?" Like, what was her response to that?
Like that. Yeah, she was like tired and whatever and stuff like that.
Would it just
Also,
be
this
her
isn't-
alone, or were there multiple?
No, it
people
sounds like there were
staying
3 or
over?
4 people staying over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, wait, is there a
but-
chance that she? How many? Is there a chance that she was just tired?
I mean, hypothetically, yeah, but like again, when I'm retelling these things, there's a lot of nuance. It's if it was just a one-off event, then
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have been okay. But it was more of like a periodic thing with her being someone disconnected, like little slights here and there that even other people I knew was like, "Yo, bro, is she okay? Like, girl's acting this way and whatever. Like it's kind of off. So yeah, and that was kind of everything kind of accumulated up to that point. And also, this is not the thing I wanted to talk to originally. So
Well, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But these are important background things.
fair
You
enough.
said other people were noticing she was off. What do you mean by that?
So usually at certain, I guess, of course, everyone is a little bit different, but there'd be situations where she's really standoffish around me, even though we were like in an intimate relationship, stuff like
What is, you gotta explain that. What does standoffish mean?
So, like we would be at parties and whatever,
Alter, was ist
and
jetzt
she would
los?
like
Philipp, hast du
be
zwei
on the
Vertriebe?
opposite side of the room, not a lot of like physical touching stuff, even though later on that's like a personal thing, but there you kind of realize how like that's really weird after I give some information later on, because she's definitely touchy most of the time, but when she was with me, like, she was very disinterested in doing stuff like that.
Okay. So the call-in issue was basically this girl you're befriending again and you're in a new relationship. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ich muss so kurz
Okay, so
ablehnen.
this is the girl
Was? Das ist
that you're
5 Minuten
wanting to
Q!
befriend. How does
Ja,
your partner
kann ja
feel
nichts
about that?
dafür, wenn der hier mich anschreibt.
My current partner,
Does she know that you had a relationship,
yes.
a history with this girl?
so the main issue was, and she does know now,
User joined your
but the
channel.
issue was
Okay.
Ich wollte
I-
euren
like, the
Boost jetzt
relationship
hier
wasn't
nicht
that good.
unterbrechen, euren Elo-Boost.
there's no chance of me trying to cheat with her again.
That's
Like, I fucking hated it. Oh no, don't do it,
Philipp.
Dan. Don't do it. Listen.
Was
I
ist
have
los mit dir,
notes.
Lappen?
So the relationship
Mein
wasn't that
Arsch, ey.
good. She obviously wasn't feeling me then.
Okay.
Then
Ich
after
will
a
deine
couple of
Fetische
months
nicht
or
wissen,
whatever,
meinst du?
Und Fetisch
will
will
keiner
keiner
we
wissen.
started to do like
Ein Berg wahrscheinlich.
So,
Wait,
I
with
don't-
the
Berg.
ex, right?
The ex?
Yes,
Berg?
with X.
Ich weiß nicht mal, wie ein Berg
And there's no
aussieht.
way in
ey.
your
War
life
das nicht
you're
auf dem
going to
Hügel
cheat
oder
on your
so?
current partner.
Warmblütlich.
Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, walk us down.
Hügelchen.
We're down. We're in your life. We're in your shoes right now. Okay, we're taking.
This
a
is,
walk.
by the way, what I was talking about, Kylo, when I was saying that, like, I don't put myself in these situations.
Dass nie auf Lara oder ihren Vater
wait, hold on, we haven't-
müsst,
I'm
um
a
es
realist.
einzuschätzen.
All right,
Yeah,
all right, bro.
let's
Tell
hear
me
it.
more how you're never gonna fuck.
12
Yeah.
wurden
Go ahead, you
20.
did once before. Go ahead, I want to hear about
Yeah,
it.
he's got this. I believe in him.
He's got fucking the iron cock that will never go up unless it's on control. But let's hear it.
Habt ihr heute gesehen, was Korea gespielt hat? Freut ihr euch da schon drauf, wenn das in der Solo-Queue ankommt?
Was, SKT gegen DK oder was?
Ja,
Heimerdinger Bot. Yasu Mitte. Asien Top.
Ja, und da kam Serie Yumi.
Serie Yumi gehören einfach, also die kann ich echt, die gehören gelöscht. Also beide Champions, die gehören einfach gelöscht. Das ist so ein sorry, das ist doch einfach nur Shit. Also wenn sie da nichts machen, dann sind Series, eine muss echt Dauerbann sein.
And she with him kind of asked me to have like a threesome, and I was like no, and then they keep on pushing it.
Das bist schon du auf dem Ziellos-Account, oder? Das ist Thomas.
We're already part of a group,
Thomas.
and I wanted to keep the peace,
Okay.
especially since
Bei dicke Kartoffel hätte ich jetzt eher gedacht, dass es Thomas ist. Das hätte zu Thomas gepasst.
So, like I tried to, I still had to interact.
Oh, ja, willst du mir eine Frage jetzt noch beantworten oder nicht?
Ich kann ja nirgends mitspielen, ihr seid ja in einem Duo.
Ja, ich muss halt sagen, kommentieren.
Dumm, warte auf die Einladung, so vielleicht nicht dir.
Ja, was weiß ich, weil das verlaufen oder so.
Wieso seid ihr alle so wieder so schlecht drauf? Seid ihr schon wieder mad? Habt ihr gerade wieder eine Losing Streak?
Erste Game.
Wait, just real quick. Use a little.
Was
Few
hast du
less
den ganzen Tag
pronouns.
gemacht? Das
So
ist
you
dein
haven't
erstes
told your
Game.
girlfriend at this party
Kaffee
that you're
trinken,
at. How long have you been
Stadtfest,
dating her?
kleinen Saufen noch am Abend.
In Dresden Stadtfest, was ist da gerade?
Okay, so you've been dating your girlfriend for a year, and now you're going to a party and you're running into your ex, and she doesn't know that that girl is your ex.
Yeah.
Das ist so eine richtige
said this other girl that was your ex
Bauernantwort,
tried to
wenn es
get
in der Stadt immer nur
How
ein
does she know?
Stadtfest gibt. Das heißt dann
Okay?
Stadtfest.
Wait. How long ago was that? Was that during your current relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Es ist das Stadtfisch.
Ich zweifle gerade, ob ich mitspielen will. Ich glaube, Philipp ist hackedicht.
I need to hear the end of the story, but go
No,
ahead.
I don't feel like we really need to go on much further.
Was ist
You're
los
just a
mit dir?
mess, man. Okay?
No, I gotta hear the party. I gotta hear what happened to the party.
What a mess.
What
Ich habe
a
schon die ganze Zeit so aufgedreht.
Okay.
Look, thank you.
Johannes redet dort nicht mit jedem.
Ja, Johannes hat halt einfach gerade irgendwie die Depri-Phase. Der muss gerade einfach nur.
Like we were drunk and whatever, and I guess one little thing is like I'm not used to being interacted with women in like a romantic context. Like I was ever since through like high school, most of college, like
Muss ich jetzt echt googeln, was für ein
right? So
Bro, es ist einfach das Stadtfest.
Was für ein Stadtfest? Das habe ich noch nie gehört.
Realizing
Jedes
like,
Jahr.
oh yeah, she's flirting.
Da, wo
Wieso
sie
waren
an
wir da nie?
Da, wo auch an der Elbe immer was aufgebaut haben.
Okay, real
Das war
quick,
immer
you said
nach den
she's
Filmen.
Ach,
flirting.
das war ein
Access
Stadtfest.
Square,
Ich dachte, da machen die einfach so
okay,
Open-Air-Kino und
But
sowas.
I'm not even sure. If
Nee, das ist danach.
Super touchy and
Danach
with
ist es.
everyone. So
Ja.
I'm not sure.
Ja,
if
Weißt du, wie das
you're
heißt?
mod
Das heißt
person,
Canaletto.
send you a
Okay, das hat
picture,
einen Namen.
Okay, Entschuldigung.
Maybe you should tell me.
Canaletto, das
So-
Dresdner Stadtfest in der Innenstadt.
Or I could just send it to
Und
you.
dann das
Yeah, I
nächste
got that.
Highlight ist
We're looking at
25 Jahre Bohle-Party.
Yeah, so
Wo ist die 25? Da habe ich jeden
have,
25 Jahre
girls
Bohlenparty.
like,
Die war bis heute,
I'm,
die gab's
looking
heute.
straight at the
Irgendwo am
camera, she's
Terrassenufer.
my, current partner.
Okay.
Und
And then the
heute
girl
ist
behind
auch
is
das
my ex.
Dampfschifffest in
And,
Dresden.
Ein
looks
Stammschiff
pretty
ist.
bad,
Scheiße, Alter.
but like I really didn't care. I wasn't.
Wait, are you
engaging
in
that
Und nicht am
Is that your-
Terrassenufer,
is that
am
your head
Prassenufer,
popping out in
sorry.
Yeah,
Das ist ein
but,
bisschen was anderes.
Oh.
Ich weiß von keins von beiden mehr. Also.
Oh, I thought it was just one
Krasse
face in the
ist
front. This is
diese-
censoring.
Diese enge,
Jesus
oder?
Christ,
Diese-
mate.
I'm just gonna
Wisst ihr
say
nicht, wo
this
das
is
sein
just like
soll?
red flag after red flag after red flag after like
Ist
you're
eine
not very
Trasse
good at
nicht- also
telling if
die-
somebody's
eine
flirting
Trasse
with
ist
you.
doch
You guys were
da,
friends
wo
with benefits. You had
die
an
Boote
extremely
fahren,
messy
also-
relationship. It doesn't seem like she's particularly
Also ich
respectful
kenne
of your
sowas unter
relationship. You've
Hafen,
not
aber-
told your girlfriend about this previous relationship or that she offered you sex.
Und,
There's just like so many red flags that I don't know. I don't know how you spin this around and have any of us come behind you and be like, yes, you can definitely be friends with your ex. This
Oh, yeah.
sounds like a great, healthy, balanced
Yeah, fucking get rid of this bitch, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know you ain't supposed to be around her.
Wait, okay, what is your wait? So what exactly is your question?
No,
I'm
that's
so
the
curious.
he wants fucking like, hey, is it cool if I do this? No, motherfucker, it ain't cool.
Yeah, wait,
You're a
I'm
dick.
curious.
No,
what?
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
what
no.
exactly
Can I
is the
actually-
question? I have to know.
Johannes wird so mad.
Is it my fault for not
Nicht mehr.
explaining that she was?
Dann bist du traurig.
Yes.
Yes.
Because-
What else?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
hold
Can
on.
I-
No,
can-
I'll give you a
can I
better answer.
finish?
Okay, because I'm nicer than these guys. Okay, it's not your fault for not explaining that. But if you're not gonna explain it, you can't be hanging around this girl constantly and doing all this shit. Okay?
No,
Not at all.
You can like, if you want to just never bring this shit up to your girlfriend, that's fine. But you guys can't be doing this shit. You said you're an anime fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If for no other reason, okay. If we want to play fucking mind games with people, if for no other reason, because why would you jeopardize your entire fucking existence on other people revealing that you had a
Ich find
relationship with this
Staffel
girl? Why
voll
would you even
kacke.
leave that up to
Ist nur
chance?
witzig, wenn sie es
Like,
fallen lassen.
also, I don't wait. Oof. So
Sind es die Frauen
let me.
oder die
I'll say
Männer?
one thing first. If
Wie lange
she
geht die
found
Staffel?
out that you guys had a close relationship from somebody else, she's not going to trust you about
4
any of
100,
this.
das
Is
geht
that
echt
what
schnell.
happened?
No, she found out from me.
How?
So after that event, she was still fucking touchy, and she felt uncomfortable at it. Asked me an explicit question like, "Oh, is it history?" And I said, "Yes."
Okay. So when your girlfriend asked that, so there's something that you said earlier that I don't think is quite right, or your girlfriend's just paranoid and was lucky. But earlier you said, this girl seems like she's touchy with everybody. If she truly was like that with everybody, I don't know if your girlfriend would have asked that question. The fact that she asked you that specific question kind of makes it seem like she was really touchy with you in a way that stood out from other people. Because if there was just some drunk person, I'm trying to imagine if I was with Melina and we were at a party, and we've been at parties before where they're like drunk people that are stumbling around, they touch it, really do it. Like Melina would never fucking ask me a question like that. But if I was hanging around with some girl, she was really flirty, really close with me or whatever, and Melina's like, were you guys like together at some point? That's a pointed question that is showing that like, okay, she's clearly engaging with you in a pretty special way.
Especially if you're like the photo you sent us, at least your girlfriend is sitting
bitter
on your
ist denn
lap
das,
and
Alter?
she's touching you from behind. I don't know if that's just like for the photo or is that emblematic of the whole party. But it's that in the whole party you're being decently cuddly with
Oh
your
mein
girlfriend
Gott.
and she's touching on you. That's a lot more weird. Like even a really touchy girl is gonna be like deep. Like it's weird to be like having a guy with his arm around his girlfriend and hang out with her, and then to like come up alongside and be like hello and like touching and like that would be very odd.
And not even touching. This is like a full-on hug with like boob pressing against your arm.
Und der eine ist zu schnell, zu langsam losgelaufen, der andere war zu schnell.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
So okay, so to return back to the.
Shows of
I'm
Gold
sorry. So what is your question? Are you trying to figure out if it's okay to remain friends with this girl?
No.
Was denn
Then what?
überhaupt?
Gerade läuft
issue
doch
is,
Olympia.
like,
Sommerolympiade
after
oder
everything
sowas.
happened, like the fallout was just so.
Nee, oder?
Ist das Sommerolympiade oder was ist das? Irgendwas ist in München, das läuft schon
I
vor
don't
lange.
really think
When
so.
you say fallout, you
Stimmt,
mean your
Olympia.
girlfriend was hella mad.
Das ist nicht sowas.
Okay, because what
Um,
initially she,
Warte.
it sounds like what
Nee,
she
nicht
was
Olympiade.
trying in her
Das
head
ist-
to think
das
of
ist es.
as like,
Europameisterschaft.
okay, maybe this
Gibt's
girl's just like
Europameisterschaft?
kind of
Ja.
touchy and kind of flirty or whatever. Now when she looks back,
Yep,
she's
yep.
like, oh, this girl was
Dann wird's das
all but
wahrscheinlich sein,
fucking
weil
my
wenn's in
boyfriend
München ist.
right in front of me. It's probably how she
Ja, da
felt.
kann auch Olympiade
retrospectively.
sein, aber
Which is why I'd
Olympiade
say you
ist
had the
normalerweise
responsibility to tell
Olympiade
her.
ist normalerweise nicht nur
Or at least
Stadt.
before you're like emotionally fucking cuddle
Doch,
fucking this
eigentlich
woman.
She feels betrayed and she like it's
Europameisterschaft
understandable
oder
because
was
in
ist
her
das?
mind, especially if
Ja,
you
okay,
tell her about the
Europameisterschaft.
threesome offer as your girlfriend, I would want to know
Alter,
if
das war
somebody
gerade richtig traurig.
that you
Proposition.
were
Besser in-
intimate with in the past
einer
was
schlechteren
propositioning
Zeit.
you knowing you were dating me to have a threesome and I wasn't
Sind
invited
grad
on the
die-
threesome. Like it
was-
feels
was
so
sind denn die
disrespectful of
10
me as your
die
girlfriend to like
10.000
know that
Meter
you didn't
gelaufen?
share that with me would be
10.000 Meter in
really
27 Minuten
mindfucking.
oder so.
Which part of what
Das
we've
ist
said so far
abartig.
today do you not know?
Da laufe ich 5.
What parts did you not know when you came into this call?
I guess I knew all of it, but it was just
I
like,
thought
a
so.
little-
You know you fucked
No.
up. You know.
No,
listen.
no, I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't-
so which
can
part
I-
did
Oh
you
wait,
not
okay,
know?
wait, yeah, wait. He didn't think
Sie
he
haben
fucked up. Okay, go. How?
Dann, wieso lehnt einer?
Well, no,
auf
I'm not
das
agreeing with you. I'm just saying this is what you think. I want to hear you justify
Yo,
it.
chill. Can you just let me talk for 1 second? Look,
Long story short.
as for the
Philipp,
Go
kommt das
ahead,
go ahead.
The threesome thing, like I rejected it. I was very upset. It was really fucked up, and I made that clear. Like straight up, yo, what the fuck? Not cool. And there's also I mentioned it before. It wasn't because I was like on some parasocial shit. I just wanted to tell you about my life. It was we're part of this group. that
Wait,
it's
wait. Can I
really
ask you
hard
real
to get
quick,
her out of.
real quick, because this
Yeah.
is actually really important. What do you think is the
Urlaub.
bad thing in the context of your relationship about that
Ganz
threesome
langen
stuff?
Urlaub, Philipp.
kein Urlaub.
It was bad because she knew that I was in a relationship and
Du
she
musst
tried
dich
to
jetzt eigentlich
play-
musst du dich jetzt an den
she,
Spiegel wenden und
she
gucken, dass du
wasn't
den wieder mit dem mehr abhängst.
Yes.
That's
Warum?
So when your girlfriend is
Das ist
seeing
eine-
that, she's seeing that she just spent a lot of time around another woman
Okay.
that has no
Hast du
respect for
Platz in
her
deiner WG frei?
relationship.
Aber der
That's
ist
the-
doch...
that's
Another woman that was
issue.
pawing on you
Yeah.
in
But
front of
here's-
you.
Doch schnell,
Doesn't
no,
respect
Okay,
the
but
relationship.
here's the
I
thing.
don't like that
Schnell
phrasing
mal
because
ziehen.
it makes it seem like I'm not a person. It seems
Ja,
like
das
I'm
ist
like
der
a
auch nach
resource,
seiner
or
alten...
a pet.
Well, no, you are a
Who's in
person.
danger.
You're a person that
Yeah.
concealed.
Der war schon, der war, glaub ich,
You're a
über ein
person
Jahr
that
oder
lied
so.
about your
Der war da
history
auch noch
with
total-
this
I'm
girl.
trying to
did not
imagine
lie.
myself in
Yo,
this
that
situation.
jump and
Are
logic
you
is
still
like-
into it? Are you still
Why
into
do you
her?
bait
ziemlich
tactics?
lange
Are you still
hinterhergegangen.
into the ex?
Deswegen ziemlich mitgenommen.
Absolutely
Die
not.
hatte
It
direkt
was a fucked up
nicht
like
nur einen,
zero,
nein.
0%.
Mhm.
It was a fucked up
Wait,
relationship.
hold
She
on.
was mentally ill.
I
Yes.
Also nachdem
I
ich
don't
heute
believe you.
Yumi gesehen habe,
I don't
Yumi ist
believe you
einfach
either.
nicht
I don't believe you
I
either.
don't think you want to
That's a
date
trifecta
her. I'm
of
willing to
non-belief.
believe you, but are you attracted to her? still?
Wait.
You
Kann
feel
jetzt zur
very attractive and
Zwingerresidenz
alluring
ziehen.
still.
or
Ja,
even
tap that
even
ass?
no. Fuck all that shit. This is why I don't believe you.
Residenz,
Okay.
Chinoi.
In my
Das
mind,
ist das
if I was trying to
Wohnen
hide
auf
something from
Zeit,
Elena,
wo
there's
ich
only
jetzt
one
auch
reason why I
wohne.
wouldn't tell her something, and it's because I don't want to lose access to that person. That's the only reason why I would hide something. Because I know if I tell her, she'll be like, "Man, fuck this bitch. You need to kick her to the curb. Don't ever talk to her again." Fuck. Okay, well I'm not gonna tell her that shit. I'm gonna keep that shit hidden. Why wouldn't you tell your girlfriend about your history with this girl if it was likely that you guys were gonna meet and come up again? If it wasn't because you were trying to like maintain some level of
Die
friendship with that girl
Firma
and you knew your
ist
girlfriend would be mad.
nice, okay,
That's my
für
question.
ihn. Also unter anderem.
I didn't think
Ach,
she-
nicht bei SAP direkt,
I
oder?
think she
Nee,
was
nee,
mad
nee,
at,
nee.
like,
Die
her
machen
and
auch
caused a lot of drama.
Beratungs-
Wait. Cause a lot of drama.
Weiß doch gar
What do you
nicht,
mean
ob
by
er als
cause a lot of
Entwickler
drama?
arbeitet. Das ist ja
She would immediately think
Entwicklerseite ist eh scheiße.
I don't know.
Alles
like
kacke.
the devil.
Well, no.
Aber
She
halt
thinks she's
allgemein.
somebody that disrespects your relationship, and she would be right on that. And she probably wouldn't want you to talk to her anymore. That would be the only consequence, right? It's not like she's gonna go
Nee.
fucking kill the girl, right?
And she'll probably
The
tell your
issue-
friends that she did that because she did.
So the issue is I didn't have a chance to talk about this again. Is like we're part of like a group where we
It's
all
called
do
Blue
things
Tsunami.
the same, like, once a
War
week.
klar, oder?
Myers said she wanted to.
Man kann Heimat Bot spielen. Alles easy.
I would have to make the choice.
Ich will
of,
gar
like,
nichts
okay,
mehr.
I guess
Will
this
nach
group
Hause.
that kind of worked with everyone with to like build up from zero to
kann dich
where we
beruhigen, ich will
are
das
right
auch nicht
now.
spielen.
I'd have to give that up. And just,
Do you
like,
think that
find
you're?
another friend group?
Do you think that your girlfriend is a reasonable person?
Oh yeah, of course. Well,
Because if your girlfriend is a reasonable person, then you should be able to have a mature conversation with her about this, so that the both of you are coming at this like it's a problem
Deutsche das
that
oder
you
Deutsche
both
oder
need to
spielen wir
solve,
das?
rather than this is just you
Ich
trying to
spiele
deal with
das.
something on the
Alles
side
gut,
where
mit
you're
alles
stealing
gut.
shit from
Wir
everybody
von
so that you
Hälfte
get what you want out of all the
Team
situations, right? Because there's a world where you could have told your girlfriend like, hey, this weird shit happened, but obviously we've got like a shared group of friends or whatever. Like, how do you think I should proceed? And it would probably make her feel like she's more involved in the decision-making process and figuring out relationship stuff,
Team halt.
rather than you just trying to like because you understand from her perspective, it looks like you're just trying to get everything you want on the side while keeping her in the dark about everything. That's what it looks, and that probably is really what's going on, right?
no, that's not what's going on. It's
That's
just-
how it
Actually a
looks.
guter
But that's how it looks to your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Sorry.
Ich
Okay,
weiß
also
gar
you got to
nicht,
wrap it
was
up real
es
quick
ist.
because Dan gets really bored when we do too much on one
Yeah,
call.
we got it.
Okay.
You wanna
Kommt drauf
fuck
an,
this
ob wenn
bitch?
mein
It's
Schild
all
kommt,
good.
wo sein
Well,
Engage
well, what do you
droppt,
want,
dann
man?
ist
You can't be in that
Aber
situation.
ich
That's the
trotzdem
real
davon
talk. Give it
Half-Life
to you, all right?
spielst.
You can't be there. You got to say goodbye to the ex and move the fuck on if you want to stay with your girl. No. That's it. That's how it
Two
is.
huge
things.
point.
Okay,
No.
here's
You're
the
pushed
two
to
things.
it.
There is no other way out of it.
I'm going to give you your two TDLs. Number one, you need to take responsibility for the fact that your girlfriend feels betrayed. It is fully understandable that she feels betrayed by you. Number two, you need to figure out and take responsibility for how you're going to navigate these relationships in the future. And your girlfriend not liking this girl and feeling betrayed by you are all completely valid, and it is on you to rectify this situation.
Anything else you got for us? You good?
Bis es halt losgeht.
I'll say this. I did try to improve and like to get her kicked out of the group, but it's not gonna happen. I guess I'll just have to I feel like it usually when it's something like this happens, it ends up causing a schism, and then like, you choose sides and shit. I was probably trying to prevent that, but
Well, listen,
right.
you're probably not the first, and you won't be the last. Okay, those girls are trouble. There's a reason why in gaming
I agree
groups
with that.
we have strict no girlfriend rules. Okay, because when you bring girls into shit,
Uh,
it gets complicated. Fuentes has a bright idea. Okay,
No,
that's
no girls in your
I'm
gaming
not saying
discords
that.
No
either.
girls in your
Seriously.
workplace.
Yep.
Yep.
No girls in the gaming discords. No girls inside of Rust groups. None of that. You fucking did the fatal flaw. You deal with it.
Und
Anyways,
startet
good luck.
double
Get rid of this
pass.
bitch. Maybe you'll have some luck. Otherwise, not a good
Ja,
luck.
Luxus.
thank you.
Yep.
be careful, babe.
Mit Full Stacks.
Hello, hello. Oh, we're deafened.
Wir können die invaden, die direkt ready bist.
Any last thoughts?
Das ist ein schlechtes jetzt da.
He fucked up so
Hello?
many ways. What am I supposed to say?
Everyone reached out. There was no.
Wait, hold on. We have a guest star. Abba wanted to give his thoughts. Oh, nope, he left. He was going to say some incel shit anyway. Don't worry about it. Okay. Hello, Skylar.
Hello. Video or no video?
No video. is good.
I think we're doing no videos.
Oh, really can't.
Well, no, it's, you know what? We're not. You know, we're better.
Dann sei halt danach
You
nicht
think you
fertig.
can handle it now, but you might not in the future. So this is actually, I'm gonna make the decision you can't do video, okay? Because I don't know if you're ready for that. So just move forward. You think you are, you might not be. Go ahead. No real names either.
Alright.
Hört ihr eigentlich im Hintergrund das Rumgebläke?
So, I
Meiste
let me
Zeit
just
schon.
pull up what I wrote. There are a
Obwohl
few
es, finde ich,
options.
bei der Fenster gestellt
Age,
ist.
neat status.
Age, need
Smart.
status. I'm 23. I work part-time and do school part-time. I don't know if that makes me a neat.
Okay. No, it's just what you're doing, but okay. You work,
Okay.
school part-time. Gotcha.
Yep. And so I kind of have issues with like
Oh shit.
motivation to talk to women on Tinder.
Ja,
I
du
drop
hast die alle
conversations a
normal.
lot.
Nö, ich
And
hab
that's
einen. Ich
because
hab einen
I don't
von jedem Fall.
necessarily know where to go with
Nicht mehr
it
XP
from a
bekommen.
certain point. Others, it's just a
Ja.
little bit.
Ich habe nur 110.
There's just a lot to continue
114 hab ich.
conversations with people.
Genau.
Hä, wieso
that's
spielen
one
die eine
option.
Riven mit? Was ist das gerade?
I kind of have like a hard time conceptualizing what it means to like. I've been in relationships. I've had friends. I've had long-term relationships and casual relationships, but it's really hard for me to know what like what I'm going for with those, like how to really like evaluate whether it's like going good, going bad, if I'm getting enough out of it. So there's that. With men, I'm trying to explore maybe talking to dating men, and that's a little scary. Otherwise,
Oh my
I
god,
have,
bro.
like, some poly things I don't know about. I've hung out in poly circles.
Alter, ich hab noch mein nicht gebeitet, weil ich Victor spiele.
Those are the options.
Wait, so what is the question? The first question is how do you...
Sorry, yeah, okay. I'll formulate it. I have issues picking up conversations, turning it from like banter to like actually meaningful discussion that I want to have with this person and can have with them for hours on Tinder or at clubs. So that's something. Is that interesting to you? Do we explore that?
Okay, wait.
How
On
do I do
these
that better?
messages that you sent, are these all from the same person, or?
Are these all from the same? No, these are different people. Are you looking at the screenshots?
Yeah.
Da wird das Runtergehen
These are all
doppelt
separate individuals. I kind of tagged them. I don't know if you just got the screenshots. I kind of like organized them, but.
Why aren't you responding back to some of these people?
Some of them I don't know what to ask them, how to pick it up. Other people, through the screenshots, like.
Wait, blue. Hold on, I'm sorry. I suck at.
Blue is him.
Blue is him.
Blue is Tyler.
And wait, so what? So I don't understand this. First of all, I'm guessing do you have something about superheroes in your profile?
No, I don't. Or actually, I do. Sorry, I have like a brief mention. I
Okay,
just
well,
list like all my interests, like vomit
Just to
them
understand,
out.
is this hetero or homosexual relationships? That might be
Homosexual
Okay,
relationships.
can we
so,
say
like,
gay guys? It's pretty cool. Nobody's homosexual anymore. Holy
So all of
fuck.
these are other dudes, yeah?
They're girls.
They're all girls.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. My brain is fucked. What are your pronouns? Are you
She's
wait,
super.
what
She,
is that?
her.
Okay, you're she, her. Okay,
Yes.
are you comfortable saying if you're a trans woman or not, or?
Trans woman, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jesus fuck. Okay, trans
Sorry.
woman, and you're
Trans
mainly
women,
going
women.
after guys on Tinder, yes?
Women.
Girls on Tinder.
Oh, girls on Tinder. So these are women on Tinder.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
In welcher Disziplin?
Okay, I'm trying to understand what I'm reading. Okay, and you have something in your profile about
dem
superheroes.
Staffellauf.
Okay.
Zu früh
When you
ist.
get,
Where
That's
it
one.
ends, that's the end of the conversation. Like, what kind of games do you play?
yeah, wait, why would you not respond to this person? I don't understand.
I just those conversations never go anywhere. I don't know. I've had
Wait, so you're not even
many
trying?
times-
I don't know why you're not responding to these fucking conversations. These
Yeah,
are the
wait.
easiest things in the world to continue this.
Really.
So,
Yeah.
and I can tell from the conversation we're having right now that you know how to have a conversation. So, why aren't you trying to get with these bitches? What's the fucking holdup? It's like you're getting close, you feel like something's happening, and you're
Fuck is
freaking
that
out. What's
damage?
happening? Why? Because it's not about your inability, like, oh, I don't really know what they want to talk about. Fuck
I
that.
guess-
You don't want
This
to.
one, you're so amazingly emotionally self-aware. So when you're worried about getting from
That
casual
conversation
banter to
went great.
eager, yeah, because that one got deep. But
That
then
wasn't
you
it.
the bitch.
Kann
That
gar
was.
nicht so.
I didn't ghost them. That one actually turned into multiple dates and like great like phone conversations, everything. That was an example of something that went really well and something I felt like I could work with.
Brauchst du ziemlich
Like,
aussprechen oder
transition
machst
into
du
like
es?
not just shitty small talk and like actually having a reach out and be like, hey, I want to talk with you.
No,
So
that's the
I don't know
jungle
if
of
it's
me.
just, me feeling like these conversations are falling apart and me
Ich
being
habe einfach.
disinterested so
Ja,
much
das
as
war.
like
Ich habe
these people
Level
seem
6.
like they could be cool. I don't want to like write them off just because we had like what I would consider a shitty Tinder conversation.
What the fuck?
But,
Okay.
Holy fucking
yeah.
shit.
I think when you have to make peace with Tinder, they're always going to be shitty, pretty like vain conversations. And
Yeah, this is for
it's gonna come
smashing,
from-
bro. Tinder is
Well,
for smashing.
even if you want it for more than that, because some people do like have actual dates from it. None of the depth is going to come from Tinder, like ever,
Yeah.
because it's all over text. It's very superficial. It's annoying reading paragraphs, right? Like people are just going to be, especially girls on dating, like they're quick and they're moving through stuff. So
And guys
it
too.
seems
I don't want to read fucking 400 fucking pages of text. Damn. Shit makes me
Tinder
anxious.
is to get people to dates. That should be your goal of Tinder, is to like establish a bit of rapport, make sure that you guys click enough that you have banter, and then get onto a date. because that's where any level of meaningful conversation is going to happen.
Don't try to have that before you ask for the number, ask for a date, etc.
Well, asking for a number is good, but the reason why we ask for phone numbers is to set up dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why, when we're looking at these messages, let's just go the very first one, the one that only has 4 messages. I don't know if you know which the first one. It's the evil villain one. The evil villain one. Why did you not respond to this person? They said LMAO. Why not keep going? What's the real reason? I mean, I know you know what it is. So what is it?
It's a combination of I feel like I need to change the topics to something else. And I don't know what I could ask this person about when like bios are so thin,
this is gonna be cringe.
And the vision of the lane.
You can segue, like there are ways to segue goofy conversations into more serious ones. Like you can interweave like comedy and shit too, right? With like more serious topics. So do you care if I read some of these out loud?
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Hat er mich gesehen? Nee, er hat mich nicht gesehen.
So like I don't know what this person's profile is. So they said, hey Skylar, how are you? If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? And then you respond with a joke, and then you ask them, which evil villain organization do you work for? And then she said, Limpheo, it's a new and up-and-coming one with the crying, laughing emojis, right? You can respond to this with a simple question of like, if you could make one evil villain organization, what issue or group or thing or advocacy or whatever would you target? That's like it's kind of like playing off the joke, but that can transition into like a serious conversation, right? Because she might respond with some shit like, oh, I actually like environmental stuff. Or she might do another joke and then it's just like loose. But like that, there are ways you can segue these things into more serious conversations. And then if you want to go down that route, you can. Although again, I would suggest that if you're on Tinder, the goal is usually to get like an IG or a number as soon as possible so you can have these conversations in person.
Wait a second, hold up. Here's another fucking part. I don't know if you noticed this in this conversation. Look at the fucking date range. June 3rd, she reached out to you. You didn't respond for a month and a day? The fuck?
Yeah.
True.
And she responded.
Yeah, some of these are further out, some of these aren't. Yeah.
You're highly successful. The fact that you responded a month later and she still responded is really impressive. Like most people kill to get this level of responsivity on Tinder.
Yeah.
So like as far as like getting the door open, you're already killing the game. You're probably just like getting in your head a little bit about like how to transition. I would just keep the conversation flowing.
Mal, wo
like,
du stirbst,
worst
Alter.
comes worst all, if you feel the need to transition to a little bit deeper, you could always just mirror. So like if somebody makes a statement, let's go pull up your messages again.
Somebody's a little friend.
Yeah, it's fucking Tinder.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Gott, ist der Batman!
Anything that someone else plays with me, Rocket League, Tall Guys, favorite game.
Kein
How
Flash.
about you? Okay, well half these people are just like inviting you to ask questions anyways. But if one issue that you run into is like people will give you a statement with no questions back, and how do you build a conversation off of that? The simplest thing to do is just like mirror a couple of the words.
Muss voll aber.
Text is really easy to do, right? So like if they type something like, you know, my favorite superhero is this, and they just say a name, you can be like, Black Widow, right? And you open the conversation. If they don't respond, you can be like, what do you like about Black Widow? Like there's always ways to build off of it. And that's a really, really dry, boring way. I think you'll need that skill because you're pretty good at conversation, it seems. You think you're just getting in your head? Like
Probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of these just fall apart, and I'm.
Keine Ahnung, wieso die noch in der Mitte fight.
Yeah, so it's not even falling apart.
Die Riven ist ein richtiges
You're
Problem.
destroying
Yes.
And getting uninterested. And it might just be the case that like all the people that you've like been ghosting, you just like get bored of and you're not as interested in. And in that case, you just got to keep trying and talking to people. You're going to find somebody that you click with eventually because your conversation skills and dating skills seem to be just fine.
Or at least the conversation ones are. The dating ones might be a disaster, so who knows?
That's true.
Yeah, I think they're. I think phone calls. I always
Und zu
try
mir?
to get like a phone call in like as soon as possible.
Ich hab Doppel-W an, Alter. Ich bin langsamer als er.
Okay, so here's a question, okay? Because you're on a dating show, so hard questions.
Yeah.
Do you write in your profile that you're trans? Do people know that?
I do not, but they may or may not know, and then I bring it up later, and no one seems to have had an issue with it. So.
Okay, because something that could happen is that if you don't bring that up initially, and then people find out later, and then you end up
Machen die
getting
Dinge doch
ghosted,
schon.
that could mentally fuck you because now you
Wissen wir
feel
nicht.
Yeah, I don't, because a lot of like work I do and stuff is related to it, and like I.
Also, ich würde den einfach starten? Oder ist das ein bisschen greedy?
Some aspect about it that's gonna make them like curious, and then like I'll, you know, probably end up talking.
Kannst, glaube ich, gleich machen, sobald wir gepusht haben.
So I would. This is just me as a non-trans person, because what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
But I would feel like that would be a topic that I would want to breach before I ever met them in person, because if I found out in person, I knew about my height, but I'll tell somebody on the dating app, I'll ask like how tall are you? And I'll say like, I'm 5'8", because I don't ever want to be in a situation where if I meet somebody and the girl ends up being like 5'9", and she's like, oof, you're like really short or some shit. If like I've never had this happen, but if it did. Like, why would I put myself up in that situation, right? Like, there are some things I'm going to talk about beforehand, like, hey, like this or that, because I don't want to show up in person and everything is fucked, you know. So that might be something you might want to change going forward. That like, maybe you want to tell them, or maybe you want to put in your profile, maybe not. But because if you don't, yeah, finding that out in person could be like really mind fucky. Just as a to think about, yeah.
Doch, wasn't this stuck?
Okay. Anything else?
Ist mich zuerst.
We got a
dragon more people.
Das Level 8.
Alright.
Wait, 2-minute break.
Oh my god! Okay, wait.
Why
No,
the
go,
fuck
go,
so
quick,
fast,
quick.
bro? I know. Drag him back out.
No,
You
go,
can get
leave. No, leave. Yeah, drag him out.
Keine Ahnung.
Prison.
Drag him out.
Get out of here.
Hello.
Leave. Leave.
Get out.
Leave.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh man, these poor people. They come on for the first time and just get screamed at.
Good.
They
That's
don't
life
know.
sometimes, okay? How do you enter the world, okay? Naked and screaming. Yeah, that is life.
What world do you just like enter a room and everyone's screaming at you to
That's
get
literally
up?
how you enter reality when you're born, okay? Get used to it.
Okay, good one, Steven, yeah.
Also,
You're
es
just
ist so eine
celebrating. You can't handle the
Bullshit-Lane.
reality of life. It's not my fault, okay?
That's true.
Try your mom.
Be protected at all costs.
True.
An enemy has been slain.
So, people keep mentioning a Sneeko and Reverse Fresh and Fit with Sneeko.
I don't know, maybe.
Hey, I think Destiny, I think you should call out Kyla.
About what? Which thing?
Well, earlier she said that her and her partner be checking each other's phones if they want to, and like it's open and shit.
What's wrong with
I'm
that?
pretty sure
I do that with...
I remember you telling me that if you're at the point where you want to check your partner's phone, you should just break up because it's over.
No, there's two different ways you can go about this. So like me and Melina have an open phone policy.
Können
We
das,
wanna look at each
können
other's
so
shit,
machen,
whichever
so
we
wollen.
want to.
Also was ich machen.
There's a difference between that
Glenn
versus
verliert
like
hat,
people that
Top Lane
traditionally
hat-
don't, and then somebody starts digging. That's a different type
Top
of
Lane hat
thing.
eigentlich hart
Ours is
gewonnen,
like
aber
open
der hat
phone
halt
except
einfach
in the
keine
notes
Ahnung,
section of
Dinge
his phone, 'cause
gekriegt.
that's like his diary.
What's the difference between
Chill
that?
Tower,
The
unser
difference
Mittel
is
ist
that
einfach
in
ein
one
absoluter Bot,
policy,
der fightet die
Just gone through
Riven,
his phone and like read all his messages. That like basically never.
obwohl er sie
Yeah,
schon
the
seit
difference is that in
5
one
Minuten
end,
nicht
you
mehr
guys are
halten
just
kann.
like open with your shit and you can look if you want. The other is like somebody's like, I know this motherfucker's shit. I'm
Ja,
gonna
wenn
fucking
jetzt
find
gerade
it.
vielleicht
You've already
Heroin
got like those
machen.
really kind of like toxic thoughts.
But under what
Again.
circumstance are you just going through her phone or her messages if you don't suspect something's weird?
Basically never, but sometimes
Ja,
for
was der
example, like, this is
Interview
where he has
gibt's
open phone, right?
Ja, ja, ich
I'll-
sag, was,
if
wir
he's
können
driving,
wir können
I'll
die
be on his
ficken.
phone. He'll be like, hey, can you call my mom? I'll call his mom. I'll be reading Google on his phone and like scrolling through stuff,
Ja, gut,
like
das
just
ist halt-
chilling out. So at any point in time, if he was
Die
chilling
Riven
with the
gewinnen
girl
solo
in
gegen
text,
die.
it'd come up, right? And it's like if he was worried about that, he probably wouldn't let me have his phone. But as far as like both of us, it's just like if you want to use my phone at any time, he could theoretically check through my messages at any time.
Oh my
I don't even
fucking
think I'd be
God, ihr
that
wollt mich doch.
uncomfortable unless he was being like, what's going on, right? Like what are your messages between like you and like Steven or something like that? And then like.
Yeah, and then for me and Melina,
Too.
yeah, for me and Melina, it's usually just funny to see other conversations. On my end, it's funny to see like streamers that are trying to hit her up.
Ja, die
and
können
her and
rundum,
sometimes
keine Ahnung, ich kann die nicht mehr
go over
aufhalten.
conversations of
Also,
mine that are funny. Like it just depends on what's going on. But there's a difference between like just kind of like looking at each other's shit versus like I'm gonna go look for shit. Because the problem with that I'm gonna go look for shit mentality is usually one, if they're looking hard enough, they'll always find something that'll make them upset, and two, usually it's never enough. Because they'll start thinking like shit got deleted or there are hidden messages in other places. Like,
Noch da.
usually there's an underlying thought that's like mind fucking them more a little bit there.
So just so I understand, there's just times where you just grab her phone like, oh, I'm just gonna go check your messages, see if there's anything.
Alter, Johannes, ohne Witz.
No, that doesn't really happen. There might be times where like I'm
Mach die
so I'm
Augen
like
auf.
I'll be honest, I'm a super snoopy person. I like to read everything. So like if she leaves the phone open and she's like chatting with somebody, I might just like read their conversation because I'm curious. But it's never like I'm gonna go see what she said to this guy or I'm gonna go see blah blah blah. It's usually just like if we ever hang out and you leave the phone open near me, I'm gonna be going through shit because I just like to read shit. But that's just me. And then on my end, what Kyla said, like if we're hanging out with each other and somebody just wants to use somebody's phone or some shit, you can just like do whatever. But
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but this shit sounds so unhinged. It's crazy.
Sure, you can sound unhinged if you want, sure, but I mean, like,
What sounds unhinged? Just going through your partner's phone, like reading private messages or like reading.
it's because
messages
you have like the most.
conversations?
I think because you have like the most autistic conception of it. If you're running into the room and you're like, I'm gonna see what you said to Daniel, and you're like scrolling through like fucking rage reading, yeah, that's fucking really weird. But if it's just like if there's like a funny conversation that happened, or if you're just like in the same room with each other, or if you're like using each other's devices, like I think there are natural ways you can just like use people's shit or whatever. Or like if Melina's having like a funny convo with somebody. I remember there was that's another story. But no, like sometimes it's just like funny shit. You just, like, show your partner, you don't care if they're like on your phone, they're going through shit or whatever. Who cares? But it's not like going through shit. Like they're like, hey, like I'm gonna do my weekly investigation of all your DMs and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that would be really weird. That would be
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like say Nick is texting somebody, right?
I love that you guys are just backing each other up, even though both of you sound crazy in this circumstance. It's cool.
I have an autistic. Like, I actually.
Sogar jetzt noch mal Mortius,
He'll be on the phone and he'll be talking to me about a conversation that he's maybe having with somebody, and he'll be like, "What do you think about this?" And he'll be like reading to me some of their thoughts, and I'll be like, "I don't know," and then he'll just give me his phone, and I'll just quickly read through it to get an idea like what's going on, and then we'll respond. Right? Or say like I'm driving, and I need to text somebody back on my phone. I'm driving.
Kyle
I'll
is
just give my
eigentlich
phone, be like, hey,
fett,
can
oder?
you message this person? And then they'll like do sometimes they'll do like a full conversation for me of just like typing down what I say and like reading back and forth, unless it's like a private conversation for that person. But it's not private because of I'm embarrassed about him seeing it. But like say if I'm messaging my friend about like her husband or like a bad situation, then I probably wouldn't let him read it. But that's to protect my friend's privacy because she hasn't like essentially consented to having it out. But like it's really chill. Like it's not this like weird thing. It's usually very chill and casual. There's not really a time where like I'm just like going into like Nick's room and grabbing his phone and like perusing through everything.
Yeah.
Habt ihr
Well,
die
listen,
Dinge
I'll let you
gekauft?
guys get back to the calls. I just want to know where Dan was going and grabbing his wine.
Ich selber gekillt.
It's not a wine with a mixed drink.
Das ist der Mord ist strong.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Was?
All
Auf
right,
die
Max.
Handpflanze?
315.
Tank?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hier kommt Lucian von der Mitte, Hälfte.
Good.
So age, pronouns, meat status.
I'm 32. I'm a vegan. And wait, what was the third one?
Meat
That
status.
my
We need a
mods
different word for this because
Oh.
nobody knows what it means. So
Are you employed?
Yeah, I work full time. I'm an art director at a marketing firm, and I live with my wife.
Jesus.
All right. Good. This sounds like one that I can
Oh,
get.
no.
I'm gonna sink my teeth into this one.
Oh boy.
Go.
Okay, so this is something I've kind of been like dealing with, like just
Ich hab Exos
dating
für
as a
die.
guy in general growing up. I think like the past few years I've been like kind of
wait,
dealing with
real
it
quick.
better.
How long have
Kyle
you
is
been
strong.
with, and then how long have you been married to?
We've been together since 2018, so 4 years, and we've been married a year,
Okay,
just
okay.
over a year.
Okay, gotcha.
Achtung, was ist dran?
But yeah, like
Ja, ich
I
glaub, soll das
feel
Glück
like
nicht
I've
überstrapazieren.
I've always just like had
Wenn
a
er dreht, ich hab
higher
einen
sex
Ulti.
drive than my
Ich
wife.
weiß nicht, Kyle hat auch noch
And
Ulti.
not only, and I think that kind of just goes in general with girls, like guys
Bin nur
generally
fast
have
Uhr.
higher sex
Ah,
drives, and whenever
Bei mir kostet jede
I would like
Spell-Kombo
initiate
300
getting turned
Mana.
down, I would like feel with like feelings of
bleiben.
like feelings of inadequacy, not feeling good enough, not attractive. And growing up, it's always just been like she hates me, she thinks I'm ugly, like I'm
Was ist das für ein
gross,
Mordeskin,
and,
der regnet?
and like
Ich
that's
hätte
kind of
Antier
like I
kaufen
don't know,
sollen,
like I growing up and
Braucht man
I,
das aus
especially in
demselben
this
Scheiß?
relationship, I've kind of learned that like really it's not me, it's more
Bei
just
3,
her,
ich glaube, das hole ich erst
how her
nächstes.
feeling is, and usually that has nothing to do with me, but I kind of just generally like wanted to get your guys' thoughts on like how to deal with that, because it is like I feel like that is like a common thing with guys dating who, you know, don't get laid as much as they wish they could.
But to be clear, you want our thoughts on the fact that you're not smashing as much as you want to. and you
Wait,
feel
yeah.
that.
First question: how often are you guys having sex?
At least once a week usually.
Okay.
Sometimes not,
How
but
old are you?
I'm 32.
Ja, aber dreimal so schnell wie ich.
She's
Das
27.
ist okay.
Shut up, Dan. That's not sex.
What? No, that's. Why would you think no?
You're like.
How many times a week do
I
you
was
want it?
indicating like you should be more.
This
okay?
guy wants it once a day.
Do you want it like
Yeah.
more often? Or
Yeah, I mean, a guy like wakes up with like a
Vanilla.
big old boner, and it's like, hey, you
Oh,
know,
God.
they want to start the day off right, but that's like the thing. But like,
How many,
like,
how many times you want to fuck a week? Let's be real here.
I seven
der
times a
Whisky
week.
gut, Alter. Jetzt auch direkt nur auf die Fratze.
Every other day.
Welche?
That's reasonable.
But also, one thing I should mention is like my wife.
Ich hab gerade auch wieder richtig hart
She has like a
gespammt im Pro-Play, oder?
disability with
Ja, stumpfes Trumpf
it's
halt.
called interstitial cystitis. So like it messes with her bladder. Basically her bladder lining doesn't heal like properly all the time. So she like experiences pain. So it's kind of hard to her to like get in the mood. That's like one thing that's like physical.
Oh,
that
okay.
Sometimes she
Physical
has
problems.
like flare-ups.
Yeah, physical problems are really good because these can be like remedied using physical means. Does she see a doctor
Well,
or anything? Or
Riven
what's going
keine
on with
Ulti,
that?
die hat mich gerade
Well, she's
getötet.
gone to the doctor. The thing is, there isn't really
Aber
much.
kein Flash.
There's like certain things she could do to like offset like flare-ups, but there's not really any like, you know, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question: is she willing to give you like hand jobs or
Oh mein
blowjobs
Gott.
if
Oh,
she's
yeah.
not super into
Well,
it? So
Ja,
willing
die
to,
hat
like,
gerade
get you
ihre
off
Dinge
and
gegeben.
stuff like that, but you want sex. Is that?
Yeah.
can I
Well,
understand
yeah.
that?
I don't know. I feel like it's easier, because I'm like, I don't know. I like the
Kann man das
idea of,
fighten oder
like,
nicht?
you know, pleasuring my wife.
Müssen
And
slow
that's like a
spielen.
part of it, you know.
Wir nicht direkt
But,
You don't want
reinfallen.
them to feel like you're just like.
Ja, mit dem
schön
Drake
vor-
Aggron? Jawohl.
Yeah, and I know like I know
Model is half left.
Dan's epsilon method is to just go like jerk off in the shower and like sometimes that kind of
Why
works.
would
Like
that? Why would that be my method? I'm
what
not
you
fucking
do all
digging
the
Chad,
time.
bro. The reason your wife doesn't fuck you more is she's fucking me.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. All right, fine.
Wait. Yeah, no, she does it she offers like all the time, especially if she knows like it's been a few days and she's like, you know, she
Geht
just
auf mich.
you know lay it on the table.
Der
And sometimes I'll
der
just
Ding von
be
dem
like,
ist ein-
yeah,
Ja,
let's do it.
Ulti
Actually,
raus,
all the
ja.
time, sorry. All the time, I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Ich glaube, jetzt können wir es spielen.
But yeah, I don't
langsam.
know.
10 wiederholt.
Are you a fat fuck or what? You a good looking
No.
man? You a good looking man? Rate
I'm-
yourself 1 through 10. Be honest.
Fang mal den Drake an.
Like a
Geben grad Trundle Ult
like a
raus.
6 or 7.
You gotta fucking pump.
I
those
can turn on the
numbers
camera if you want. Shit.
up. No, because as I said, you're not prepared for the lifetime.
I'm an adult man.
It's not. No.
We have
Yeah,
to
no.
protect you.
We have to protect you from yourself.
Wait,
Listen.
protect you from who? Wait, you think this guy's ugly?
No, it's not.
I'm
about
not,
what it is.
I don't have
Trotzdem
like
Drake.
issues with like.
Nicht gesagt stumpfes Trumpf.
You don't know what's gonna
Diana
happen in the
drückt es halt
future,
einfach
okay?
so hart
Listen.
zu. Das ist ein
What the fuck are we even talking about right now? What do you think is gonna
Listen,
happen?
Gandik
pay
worden.
attention. Listen,
Riven
you
auf
gotta,
der Top
I mean,
Lane.
Das
I've
Baron
done
einfach?
before, dude.
if
Like,
you feel like you're a
24, 30 herkommen.
okay?
Ich glaube, wir kriegen den nicht.
Ah, ich
ohne
glaube,
Drake.
wir haben keine
least.
ADC.
Okay. So what can you do to improve that and like?
No, this
Oh,
is not the
Blue
reason why
Wenn's
they're
geht,
not.
aber das ist der
I don't
Wahnsinn, was ich
think
am
so.
Mana verbrauche.
Ich hab
So
einfach
Brad
keine.
Pitt wanted to come in with his wife. She's gonna be like, oh sorry.
Das ist
I'm
ja
not
kinda
moving.
disgusting,
Yeah,
Alter.
Yes, it
Oh,
happens.
it sounds like
Yeah.
you're a demon.
Meinst du ein Heal oder was?
Nee, ich habe jetzt auf alle Fähigkeiten 3 Sekunden Cooldown oder 4. Und jeder kostet mich 100 Mana.
Du hast mich gerade von unter Half-Life, mir hat glaub 3/4 Leben gefehlt, dass du mich komplett full killed in 3 Heals oder so.
Ich will ja nur sagen, ich bin ja eigentlich ein Tank, aber irgendwie, irgendwie mache ich auch Damage.
Ich hab keinen Sweeper da
Ja,
dafür,
die
wie
wird
das
jetzt
war.
aber gechanged. Ne? Im nächsten Patch geht ihr AP-Scaling hoch und aber dafür Grundschaden ganz leicht runter, aber das macht glaube ich gar nichts. Macht sie nur noch stärker, die ja, ne?
Wird halt mit Damage, oder? Ich habe halt fast 2k Gold, Boys.
Ja, der Grundschaden geht um 10 runter.
Geheim.
Oh mein Gott, wieso TP die runter?
Neben dir.
Ist tot, oder?
Weiß ich nicht.
Ich
das ist
glaube
halt
nicht, der hat Ding, der hat
Mortius.
mal. Lass mich vor dich.
Ja. Oh, stirbt da gar keiner. Scheiße.
Baron.
Der Ding hat keinen Malmo.
Kann da nicht rein, die
Lucian.
können keinen Burn machen. Ich da
Du weißt die Kale da mit Ult. Ult?
Ja, Burn verhindert. Okay.
One for one, Baron ist okay, denke ich.
Ja,
Ja,
der
die
ist
wird auch
fein.
sterben.
Nee. Wenn sie. Oh doch, die stirbt. Das ist kein Tauber. Ein Traum.
Ja, aber jetzt bin ich da mit Ulti, kann er keinen Baron machen.
Die wäre auch gestorben mit Tower da.
Mensch.
Ja, der Trundle, dem ist es egal.
Der Trundle jetzt so fett geworden plötzlich.
Naja, was heißt fett? Der hat halt einfach die 2 Tank-Items in den Insane stark.
Kannst du den Blue nehmen? Oh mein Gott. Wie unlucky war das gerade? Das ist ein Trundle an deiner Seite.
Unbedingt Magic Pen, Alter. Ich brauche Anti-Heal, ist halt alles cringe.
Ich habe den nächsten Fall eine Stopwatch.
Und jetzt?
Ich habe leider mein Ding ein bisschen gemisst. Du kannst auch oben den Gromp nehmen, wenn du willst, Philipp.
Naja, du brauchst Magic Pen unbedingt.
Ich?
Naja, weil du musst einer der wenigsten Damage-Dealer.
Ich spiele das Spiel mit dir weiter, mein Best. What? Okay.
Ich bin an seiner Seite, ich kann den anflashen. Ich bin noch Schutz.
Die kommt jetzt.
Jemand Schritt weg von dem, bitte. Ein Schritt weg von dem.
Kann nicht, ich muss. Oh mein fucking Gott. Aber was gehe ich für Pen Void oder was?
Ja.
Such a busy world.
Geht halt ja gerade ein ADC, der den Trundle tötet, oder?
Ja. Dürfen den noch nicht so face-tanken, wenn ein bisschen kiten geht's eigentlich, glaube ich.
Free Drake für die auch noch, oder ist es. Gehen wir dahin?
Probably, ja.
Ich komplett pushed hin, aber.
Wir kriegen nur einen Ranky Steel oder so.
Ne, ich gehe.
Kannst probieren reinzugehen, ich habe auch noch Flash, das heißt, wenn die jetzt erst anfangen, die fangen jetzt an.
Ne, die.
Komplett Team.
Ne. Oder den Stil probieren.
Da ist viel.
Wegen die
tot.
dich? Ja.
Da, wenn du da durchkommst.
Ich gehe für sie noch. Ich hab sie. Die müsste sterben. Ja. Bin mir nicht sicher, ob Trundle geflasht hat dafür.
Okay.
Kommt halt der Trundle. Ja.
Fein. Gut sogar. Ja.
Die muss Damage machen. Ich kann gegen die Riven deffen. Good job, good job. Die ist Level 16, jetzt geht's los.
Ist ja nur die Frage, kriegen wir dafür noch was?
Die Riven ist weggegangen, leider.
Ich habe jetzt Anti-Heal für alle.
Alle.
Hier ist
Stinker.
schon drin.
Naja, weil diesen Camp durch Purify.
Ich laufe davor, Johannes. Bist du da?
Bin gespannt. Nicht, lass mich scouten.
Nee, ich will die nur holen. Die.
Das geht jetzt nicht.
Gehen wir da rein? Das ist halt einfach fatal.
Keine Warts, wir können Mitte taken. Du musst eigentlich alles killen, oder?
Ich kann da nichts. Ja, Kale müsste eigentlich online sein, oder? Alter, wie viel Versuchs der gegen. Ja, der Trundle, Alter, der hielt alles gegen. Und die Riven macht am Ende. Das ist der einzige Art, damit stirbt in jedem Fight instant. Nicht mal vorbei, oder? Ne, ist nicht vorbei.
Ich glaube schon, wenn die einfach durchlaufen.
Ja, die laufen nicht durch. Relia ist da, ich bin 5. und 8. Ich sie nehmen können. Enden kann sie nicht. Stabilisiert.
Drake in einer.
Einfach Sinn, die machen wahrscheinlich jetzt.
Warum hat die nicht alle killt? Die hat free-kitted.
Ja, aber die haben halt alle ein Magic System Item, ne? Das ist das Problem. Oh.
Kann gut sein, ich bin gleich da an der Seite.
Genau.
Ich gebe ihr Zeit ohne Ende.
Wir haben nur einen, oder was?
Ja, nur einen.
Und auch natürlich den schlechtesten von allen. Ja, willst du Drake gehen?
Ja, geht weg. Ich will gucken, dass sie nicht instant backporten dürfen.
Da ist was neben euch, ne? Seht ihr?
Oh, aber das ist doch gut für uns, oder? Ja,
Ulti ist raus. Ich hab Pflanze hier. Können wir den rushen?
Müssen, ja.
Ich geh back, oder?
Nimm den Easy Kill.
Was? Geht ihr da noch weiter?
Müssen back jetzt. Die können halt Baron gehen.
Weiter.
Können die Baron machen? Wenn nee, ich muss einmal resetten. Okay.
Keine Warts.
Wir kaufen eine Ding und ein paar Pink Wards.
Sind dran, die sind schon losgelaufen gewesen.
Ja, ich glaube, wir können nichts dagegen tun, oder?
Ne, sind sie nicht. Jungle ist hier.
Wir brauchen Jungle nicht unbedingt, um den zu machen.
Machen.
Naja, geben.
Können wir fighten?
Ne. Ist jetzt schon weg.
Das Ding ist noch da.
Jetzt haben zwei Leute über uns Max Pen. Oh, das ist schon wieder in unser Base, die scheiß Minions, oder?
busy world. Just
Kann der vielleicht catchen hier, by the way?
Und aufpassen, dass einiges, ne?
Ihr seid halt nett und übergefahren, ne?
Ich bin have a strong game, ne?
forest holds many surprises.
Das ist eigentlich für ein Sweater-Game, halt. Holy shit.
Übel. Das ist ein Riven.
Ihr müsst mal aufpassen, bitte oben nicht fallen.
Oh mein Gott,
ihr seid ja im Single.
Beide schon.
Wie hat die mich gestunt, obwohl ich schon über die Mauer war? Aber mein Bett. Shit, aber das ist vielleicht gut. Das ist vielleicht gut, ihr habt den.
Ein Hammer. Oh.
Ja, er ist weg. Mitte deffen. Die eine Wave oben crushen?
Die hat keine Ulti, überlebt die das überhaupt?
Glaube nicht.
Warum? Na, maybe gut so.
So. My bad. Bin catch one. $20 bin ich wieder da.
Doppel-Dash-Shit.
Wieso kann der Doppel-Dashen?
Oh Gott.
Was ein behindertes Game, Alter.
Der hat auch noch Ding oder was?
Ja, was denn?
Ja, und hat er gemacht so.
So that when the relationship ends, I feel like I just like every relationship I do like serious damage to the person I'm with because of how mindfucky the dynamic I have is.
Okay, hold on. Have you physically abused anybody?
No, God no.
Raped anybody?
Nope.
Okay, don't worry about doing serious damage to people at 19 then, okay? Relationships start and end. So stop worrying about that, okay? Unless you're actually fucking beating the shit out of people or whatever. Don't worry about that. Okay? It's a normal part of growing up is relationships start and end. What are these messages? I would love for us to try it again. What is this one?
So that was after I broke up with the lady, the gal, and she
10 months.
she just like, oh no, this was.
Why'd you break up with her?
This was like a 3-month relationship that ended maybe like 4 weeks ago.
Okay, and why'd you break up with this girl?
Why'd I?
Yeah.
Damn.
I just everything she said was uninteresting to me. Like I didn't feel like there was anything to her that was like something new coming to me that I was like interested in. I know I'm using the topic in my sentences a lot, but I just didn't care about her at all.
Okay, what is this? The Snapchat girl. How long did you date this one for?
10 months.
Oh, that was
Is
the
this
10
the
months.
same one?
No, different
Yeah.
one. Wait, I thought you said
Different
the other
one.
one was 3 months. Yeah, okay, this is a different one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Sind
this
noch
one you
Morgen
did it
oder
for 3
Abend
months,
oder
same
so.
thing, just got bored, felt like there was no
Yeah,
substance.
and the text messages where I'm like a huge asshole were to the girl in the 10-month relationship.
Don't ever do that. Don't do that to people. If you're breaking up with somebody and you say things like, "Oh, like it's me, I'm just a jerk" or whatever, I know it doesn't seem like it, but that's an invitation for them to push harder because they think that you're still into them, but you're just blaming yourself on problems. Don't ever do that.
Ja, die
I
Aurelia hat
don't
20
think
Damage
I'm
gemacht. Das war
doing
ein
that in
bisschen wenig.
retrospect because I don't like how I acted in the messages.
That's fine, but just
I-
don't tell them that at all because all you're doing is like putting them in a state where they're going to keep chasing.
Right. That
Who
makes
is this?
sense.
Who is
Du
this
musst schon der
person?
auch
I
nicht
don't
so
wanna
fett
know
werden,
who-
ne?
Why?
Ultra Inter auf 2.
That was the 10-month girl.
Oh, that was also a 10-month girl. Okay. Is that?
Yeah.
Das war auch Trundle. Das ist so
And I
übel,
felt like
Alter.
that was where I was being like really not.
Ich will dagegen healen. Lecco mio.
Okay, but like that was just the headspace I was in.
Is
Like
this typical in your texting, like where they'll text a lot and you'll text very minimal, or is this only the breakup?
These are emotionally intense women. They're crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, like there's just a lot of energy from them and none from you.
the text messages are a little bit misconstruing in the Snapchat because those are the saved messages. So like the really emotionally heavy ones were not like the most consistent, but they're the only ones that I have saved.
So what is the
Good spit.
Can I?
I'm sorry. Was that the 10-month?
Yeah, all the
Nee.
Snapchat messages are from when I was with the girl
Wieso
for
nee?
the longer period.
No, these are the
Kann
texts
nicht
later
arbeiten.
on. You're fine, baby. I'm sorry.
Doch,
but you
warum
leave
soll
so
ich jetzt ins
fast. I
Bett?
knew I wasn't in the. Blah, blah, blah.
Schon Zähne.
Can I ask you
Daniel, what's
what is the question that you have out of all this? So I'm looking at this. Like, what are you thinking? What's the piece of advice you want to
Wir
get?
müssen aufstehen morgen.
I need to know if
7:45
you're a
Uhr.
psychopath.
Hast du gerade gehört? Das ist
No,
Mathe seine
if the
Mädchenstimme
girls I'm
gewesen.
with are
Weil willst du
crazy.
aufstehen
No,
morgen?
okay. Here, listen. This is what's happening. Okay. You just
Yeah.
need to spend more
Johannes.
time dating. Like, it seems like right now what's happening is you just haven't found like the one yet, or somebody that you could be compatible for a long period of time. You found some girls. Maybe you have a spark in the beginning. A lot of people do, and then it just gets kind of boring. And that's it. And you're losing interest. You just have to keep searching, and eventually you'll find somebody that you're more clickable with. Did you? Fuck. Did I make this? You said you were 19.
Ay, nice. So, was machen wir jetzt noch?
Yeah, you're 19.
Krass,
years old.
Aram.
Like, this happens. This is totally normal. Like, it happens. Yeah, you just haven't found somebody that you like
Okay, dann
long
geh ich
term
halt ins
compatible with yet.
Kehrte Welt.
The most I would do is look at your past relationships, see what started turning you off, and try to like notice those behaviors sooner so that you can end the because you don't want to like waste 10 months on somebody that you're not really that interested in, right? So like try to like just like look back. This is what the point of dating is: date, figure out what you dislike, take note of what you dislike. This is what the point of dating is: date, really that interested in, right? So like try to like just like look back. This is what the point of dating is: date, figure out what you like and dislike, take note of what you dislike, and then when you start dating new people, if they start showing traits of things that you know you'll dislike, try to end that relationship as quickly as possible so that you're not wasting your time.
There's nobody's fault there. Relationships start and end all the time, and it's not because somebody's to blame. Sometimes people are just not compatible.
Okay.
Yeah. I would just like watch a pattern. If you're feeling guilty, like if you've done something that's been really shitty consistently, probably change that. But like nothing I'm seeing here is like glaringly concerning. The women are probably like clinging a little bit harder than they should after you've tried to end it. But that's also kind of par for the course. Nothing in here feels like a flag to me.
Okay.
Concern. Yeah.
Yep.
All looks normal.
All right.
Good luck, babe.
Another W for the books.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Don't turn into a wife beater.
I'll do my best.
Gosh. Okay, so yeah. Oh man. You're gonna say that, and then they're gonna bring somebody on one day, and
What? They'll be a wife beater?
What, are we
something
not
like
talking
that.
to wife beaters? Is that a?
Do they not need your help, Kyla?
No, they do need her help, but
So,
they
but
don't-
you won't help them.
She wouldn't help
No,
them.
I will
don't
help
think she
them.
would. I think she'd turn
I just
them
don't
down.
want to wish them.
She's one of those
Please don't go and
misogynist
beat your
therapists
wife.
who would probably tell her male clients to kill themselves.
Wow, thanks Tabor for coming into the call and fucking up all the camera orientations.
Tabor, what do you want? Tabor.
Don't worry
What?
about it. I just want to profess my adoration for Erudite. She's the best female orbiter in 20 years on this stream.
Wow.
That's all I want to add.
Nice.
That's all I want to add.
Cool. Thank you, Insult Tabor.
Don't
Thank
you don't you have work to do, Tabor? God damn
Yeah,
it.
don't you need to go
I
suck
thought you
off
guys.
Dr.
I thought you guys were gonna
Disrespect
make a. I thought you guys were gonna make a speaking of a wife beater NFL joke. So
No,
I'll
we're
leave you with
trying
that.
not to do that. Oh, God. You know, Tabor,
damn.
real talk, this motherfucker's not going to have a career in like fucking 6 months. Tops.
Good ones.
Tops. What are you thinking, Tabor? Get out of DGG. Forget we
Tabor.
exist. Go be a fucking millionaire Giga Chad.
True. Get him out of here.
Fucker.
Listen, if you ever come in, it's either going to be special ed or special teams jokes, okay? Get the fuck out of here. What?
Aren't you a millionaire Giga Chad? What are you doing in DGG? Sorry.
Well,
Okay,
you
we
know,
got somebody here.
That is
Sutures.
true.
Yeah, Sutures, what's up?
What do you want, Sutures? It better be fucking good.
It's not.
How old are you?
And I'm 28, man.
Are you a fucking Giga Chad?
I mean, maybe in
Just
like
say-
some other senses, I could be like a psychopath. I don't know.
All right, so no. Okay.
No.
How much money you got? What's your fucking career you got, homie?
I'm a nurse.
Ah,
I'm
nee.
currently working on my RN, but I am an LVN at the moment.
Hey, that's a good paying job. Don't let no one say that a male nurse isn't serious shit. That's serious shit. All right, so what's up? What's the problem?
So I want to say like a while back, I lost like. It's kind of a
Spiel, glaube
unique
ich, gerade.
issue, but not unique.
Ja, das ist, glaube ich, released worden. Das Spiel jetzt Tim und Asa ist durchgespielt. Hab ich nie gesehen.
Tim kann sich auch nicht so richtig einigen, was er spielen
Wait,
wollte.
how
Er
old are
wollte
you
jetzt
again?
wieder eigentlich Apex tryharden. Das hat er eine Woche probiert, danach hat er es wieder aufgehört.
Ich glaube, Tim will sich gar nicht entscheiden.
Der Tim hat doch immer noch die Lex, oder? Wahrscheinlich.
At the same
Nee,
time?
das ist wohl nicht mehr der Fall.
See, I fucking told you,
Dude,
nurses
besser
fucking
geworden.
slam.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. How many relationships do the other girls think
Ich
you're
würde sagen, die Season ist wahrscheinlich wieder tatsächlich eine der guten Seasons, aber das Game ist halt alleine fast incredible.
Okay, so we've got Taub here from House. Okay, so tell us about your.
You know what? It is the guys like Taub that end up having 3 fucking wives. I'm just saying. You know why? Because they look at us and they see confidence and stability, and that's what women really want at the end of the day. Anyways, go ahead, Taub. I'm gonna rename you to Taub for this call. Is that okay?
Just okay. Go. What are you asking us?
Okay, specifically, so like I lost my like sense of like fulfillment. Is there any like way to like kind of attain that back? Because I'm gonna say.
Okay, how can you even know if any of these women fulfill you if you're trying to juggle 3 at once?
It's not so like I started off with 1. It's like I go through the motions. I want to say about 5 months in, I literally lose like all form of attraction towards said person, and I'm already like ready to start doing my own shit. And while I'm doing my own shit, I meet someone else, and then it's like I'm fucking sitting here trying to juggle this person while the other person at the same time.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Having someone come in here and is like, "Hey, I'm kind of a giga chad. I just fuck bitches." Fucking done after a month, and I move on to the next one. It's just God, my penis is exhausted.
Well, this is the point, right? This is the problem with like the fuckboy life, is that like it oftentimes leads to like unfulfillment and like loneliness, and that like it doesn't lead to good, fruitful relationships. So like you have a lull. What triggers it? Is it always 5 months in? Like, is this a really consistent pattern within like half a year you lose interest?
I want to say either half a year or like the first 3 months. And it's not like I'm constantly like in this mode of juggling. It's always between like 2 to 3, and then like I'll get tired of one, then I'll be like, okay, like I kind of put on like the ghosting hat, and it's like I no longer exist to this person. And honestly, this didn't really start until my like so. I want to say back when I was like 22.
Adam stehen, ich spiele
I
auch
was
einen
in
Adam
like
mit dem,
a
wenn du das
really
willst.
serious relationship.
War eher so ein
I
Vorschlag
was head over heels for this
für die
girl,
Gemeinheit,
like,
aber.
she cheated
Und
on
du
me.
gehofft hast, dass dann jeder Nein sagt.
And I want to say that like fucked me up mentally, and I don't know how to get like that same sense of like
Spielen oder so
attraction
machen.
back that I have towards people.
Beste Modis? Gibt es da irgendeinen
I'm
coolen
going to
Modus
ask
oder
you the
ist das
most
nur
boring
Standard?
question. Have you gone to therapy or
Und
done
willst du
anything to work through?
Cringe. He's in therapy now with us.
He's also young-ish.
He's 28. He's
28?
He's not that
Ja,
young.
dann machen wir uns einen Pimmel.
Man, 28 is old as fuck. Think about
I
that.
wish I
means.
could be smashing puss like this guy at 28. You know what, man? You're living your
Nee,
fucking
ich mach mir jetzt
best
eine
life.
Shisha
He's
an.
not
Dann.
living his best life.
No.
It's
Okay.
alright, man.
Seriously, are you going to therapy, or if you're not doing therapy, any form of self-work to get over the relationship at 22?
Yeah, slow down, Daniel Tate.
I've tried like therapy, but it's never really like gone.
Wann
I
brauchst du
haven't
wieder Shisha?
found good
Warum wird in
success
der
with
neue
therapists.
Fritzbox
A lot of them
die
kind of, like,
IP nach
back
außen
to,
immer
like, you know,
anzeigt?
how does this make you feel to this?
Ich bin jetzt 11 Bar auch, haben wir sie.
You know, it's like it ends up just being like a huge waste of money on my end. And honestly, like I found my best resolution is to not like think about what happened when I was 22, because even now, like if I go back and like think about it, it's like I still get like that violently like ill sensation in my stomach.
Okay, so typically if like every time you go back to it, it makes you extremely sick, it means like you're not over it, and like tucking it under the rug and just ignoring it doesn't make it go away, it just makes it get infested, right? And so like I know that this is not what you want to hear, but the reality is like something happened at 22, right? Like when somebody betrays you in that serious way,
So,
it kind
Ding
of
ist
like
doch drin
fucks with you,
hier.
right? Like big time. Like
Fitz.
everything you thought you knew and understood about yourself, about other people in the world, get like,
Ja, guck mal, kannst du ausspielen?
you've been betrayed. You don't know how that could happen. It like leaves you into this sense of like chaos and
Die Frage,
misunderstanding. Like,
spielen
what
die
the
noch
fuck
AD
is
oder
the
AP?
world?
Kann man denn noch auf AP spielen?
Ja, klar.
Ja, habe ich jetzt aber verkackt, weil ich Opfer bin.
Sag doch sowas nicht, Matze. Sag doch so üppis niete.
Als Blitzapp hat einfach meine Runden umgestellt. Jetzt bin ich AD. Ich spiele wie viel Tempo AP.
Oh, kannst du auch machen.
Warte, wir haben kein AP. Ich muss AP spielen.
Ja. Wäre zumindest nicht schlecht, das musst du.
Weil irgendwelche Bobo-Sets spielen wollen. Der macht mich fertig.
Vielleicht die Kohle noch schnell anmachen.
Sind eigentlich jetzt mal wieder näher.
Heißt dieser Ball?
Oh. Meine Kinderleinde.
Wann bin ich dein Kind?
Ja, das kann auch nichts dafür.
Skin. Das Boost.
Ja, bei uns ist aber auch eine AFK, ne? Ja.
Du ersetzt dich. Ne?
Gute Fragen, aber ein bisschen wenig Leute.
Der Lindner hat heute Sommerinterview gegeben.
Matze wählt links. Das muss dem sagen.
Der FDP.
Meine ich ja, FDP. Als ob Matze links wählt.
Ich kann sagen, Alter, ist falsch mit dir. Links, ey.
Ich bin gar nicht sicher, wo ich Matze einordnen würde.
Er hat doch immer gesagt, er will stolze FDP-Wähler.
Man ist mal stolz auf irgendwas, was man wählt.
Ja.
Nicht gereicht. Ich bin der Mensch.
Hast du FDP gewählt, oder wie?
Immer schwimmen.
Können keine Freunde mehr sein.